Imagine for a moment the unimaginable. Imagine for a moment that slavery never ended. Imagine that these slave ships from the darkest chapter of our nation's history continued to operate today, kidnapping and selling more than 500 men, women, and children every day. If this were happening today, you'd become a modern-day abolitionist, wouldn't you? You would do something to stop it. But unlike the slave ships of the past, today's human traffickers operate in the shadows. It will happen today. It will happen tomorrow. It will continue until someone acts to stop it. In fact, human slavery has never been more prevalent. Today, human slavery is a $150 billion a year industry. More than 27 million slaves exist around the world. More than any time in the entire history of the world. 27 million. That's nearly the entire population of the state of Texas, and every single one of these victims has a story. The 13-year-old girl from Nepal, who thought she was getting married to her new husband from Kathmandu, only to be sold into sexual slavery at an Indian brothel. Now, she is used by up to 10 men a day. The 15-year-old boy, who was told he would work as a sailor on a ship, to be taught a trade, see the world, and earn money for his family, only to spend the next 4 years being beaten, starved, worked 16 hours a day without pay or medical treatment, never leaving the ship. When he becomes too sick to work, he's thrown overboard, or simply dropped off at some foreign port. And if you think the problem is only in other parts of the world, think again. More than 60,000 people are enslaved in the United States. In fact, according to the FBI, Atlanta leads the country in sexual slavery, with more than 200 to 300 people being trafficked every month. The majority of these are domestic children. The problem with stories like these aren't that they are extraordinary, but they are so very common. Very few people know about this problem, which is one of the reasons very little is being done to stop it. Until now.
The Mekong Club is a movement fighting the business of slavery in Asia and around the world. Our mission is to educate and create awareness in the business world about the prevalence and brutality and consequences of human slavery by highlighting the reality of human slavery across all industries. It is our feeling that everyone should know about this issue. With this in mind, the Mekong Club is doing everything it can to make this happen.
We are not a typical NGO or UN group. We are a strategic group of business leaders focused on business-driven solutions to end slavery, using political, technological, and economic means. Our work is making an impact. The private sector is listening and stepping up. They are making employees aware of the issue and encouraging them to volunteer in the fight. Businesses are doing more checks to ensure their products are slavery-free and adding their voice in the fight. This new alliance will help prevent and hopefully free thousands of trafficking victims currently languishing in forced labor conditions. But we need your support. We can't do it alone. What can you do? Speak. Tell everyone you know about what you've seen here today. Give. Support Mekong Club and other organizations seeking to end trafficking and slavery. Give to make slavery history.